everyone, my name is Kaikun6 and here we are in a new series called the Scrapbooking series is probably what I'm going to be titling this. I am not very sure, but I was thinking about like this type of series for such a long time because I have been wanting to like organize a little bit more in my small room, and like I changed a few things around here, like it's like just everything that's off camera. And I finally got like my sticker organizer. If you have seen the shorts for them, I usually put them like right behind me somewhere around here, and then now it's like on my rainbow rolly cart over here. And yeah, so I was like, I want to start doing the videos on that from now on. So I'm still gonna have to organize all of this. So yeah, it's just going to take me some time, but I will upload some shorts of that hopefully soon, and then hopefully I'll be able to upload some other content on here too. And ironically, like one of my friends, she messaged me out of nowhere. She was saying that she wanted to see some series from Playlist Stories, and I told her about episode 3, and then there was a conversation that I had with my friend Ace before that one that we talked about of the certain subject of that video, and then it just made me want to like write more stuff that hopefully will be in future Playlist Story videos. Hopefully I'll be able to do that, but we will see. So I've been doing a lot of pre-recorded videos. I'm about to run memory on this video, so we will see how long this will actually last me. So one of the projects is just that I wanted to do was scrapbooking, and like I'll show you guys an example of it, like how I dealt with it or how I've been dealing with it, and it's not working for me at all because I still have a lot of junk to go through. But I have this binder, right? Like it's all scrapbooking. It's a 4-inch ring binder. Is a heavy duty. I got this from Walmart, like I think like last year or something, and for some reason it's not working for me. I told myself that I wanted to get me something a little bit thicker, but then I just felt like it might not work for me no more. So I just decided to, start getting, skinnier binders, maybe like 2 inches or under, so that way I could be able to organize it a little bit better. And yeah, so I was hoping that maybe I could start off the series with like, maybe this episode 1 will be like something from the shabby tree, and I'll tell you about that in a second, where I want to use this binder, and I think I have shown you guys this binder before in like in a future shopping haul videos. I'm not sure which episode it was, to be honest. I've been uploading so many of those, so it's like they all kind of like mushed together in my brain anyway. But I remembered I've shown you guys this binder before, if I believe so, and if not, this is your first time, hi. This is a very pretty binder. I think this one was originally used for recipes, and I remember I did do that for a little bit, but it just got out of control. So I wonder if I have the recipes or something. Well, they're behind me somewhere back here. Like ignore that box, but it's somewhere over here. To basically maybe that left side of the box. But anyway. But yeah, I had it for like recipes on here and some random stuff on here, and it, like I said, it wasn't working for me no more. Like maybe I will go back to putting recipes in here, but mainly like DIY recipes, you know what I mean? Kind of like I want to do something like that, and then slash this is going to be probably my Shabby Tree Boutique paperwork in here, slash like other stuff. And who knows what other things that might fit in this one. And I think this is a 2-inch ring binder. Yeah, it is. So I was trying to measure it out with my finger basically. So but yeah, so I was thinking about episode 1. This is going to be like my recipe slash Shabby Tree Boutique papers or something like that, because from every order that I have gotten from the Shabby Tree, I get like this slip of paper, and I'm not going to show you a lot of it because there's some addresses on here and I will get doxxed for it. But it's like on the upper right hand corner of here, like kind of like this. Let me just slide it up like a little bit so that will show the address. So right here, normally, like in this section, it will have the Shabby Trees P.O. box address right here, and then it says ship to, and it's like the buyer's address, and then like the order number, the date, the username, and then like or user email I should say, and then the ship date, like the day that it got shipped out basically. And so all of that, and then they just show you like something like this, like the order number, the barcode, and then it says thank you by mail. So it's always somebody like from the shipper girls from there that you know, signs it off and says thank you, and then it's from the actual person that packed the order up. So yeah, so I haven't made this episode yet, but so this is like a sneak peek of what it looks like, and the item is called Chasing Butterflies. So tune in for that one. So hopefully in a future video. But yeah, so and then this one I have already done because I've done the 2 videos for them already, but like it's this one, so that way I can give you guys more in depth of like what this slip looks like. So for somebody that like, would you say like I'm a hoarder? Maybe I am, but like I feel like paper, materialistic, some stuff is actually really do attached a lot, and especially for something like this. And I felt like I want to just organize these a little bit more, and so I felt like what worked for me was actually that big binder that I've shown you guys. But I was thinking about like I want to have them like separate categories of each of those type of items, and I'm like hopefully it will work out for me, and I think it will, because I remember for the longest time I've had this like idea where I will be putting all my DIY art, recipes in here, and my shabby tree stuff in here. And then I don't know if I have it here with me. Oh, there's a lot of personal information on here, so let me see if I can find a piece of paper to cover it all up, so that way I don't dox anybody, because I also kept some business cards and stuff like that that maybe these places don't exist anymore. They probably just went out of business, but I am going to show you like an example of like what it is and stuff. Let me see if I can organize this a little bit more. Hopefully I can. If not, then it's just going to look a little bit tacky. So yeah, just give me a second. But it's supposed to look like this. Like I have these tags that came with the orders of like my clothing items that I have ordered from the Shabby Tree Boutique, and so it looks like this. Hopefully I'm able to show it without doxing anything, but it looks like this. So so it's like by the different brand names and this and that. And so I was like, I need to organize those also, because that came also with my Shabby Tree Boutique stuff. So I feel like anything that has to do with like DIY or that type of stuff, you will see. And then the rest of the stuff, I could just like replace it with some other ones. But like how I did this was like notebook paper that I have, and then or just random white paper that I have also, and then just started gluing things on there. And so that's how the basically what I've shown you is like attached to like notebook paper and lined notebook paper, and then just do that. But I really want to like switch it up and be like, well, since it's gonna be going with like these you know, paper slips and this and that, like go like this, what I want to do is like do the information and then just attach the certain, you know, certain tag to this. But I was just figuring out how I'm gonna do that, because like it's just like I fold these in half, because they're actually like, you know, full-size papers, but I fold them in half so that way they can actually fit in the sleeve protectors, and I feel like I need to do something about those anyway. So that's what I have been trying to figure out for the longest time, how I'm gonna do that. And I think I'm gonna have to get back to you from you guys. So yeah, so I'm not sure, like maybe this will be just a 1-part series that you might see, maybe multiple series, but all I know is that I wanted to show you a lot of stuff that I have, so that way that like basically once I have these binders organized, I will come back for like a second episode or like another episode of this series. Hopefully it's a mini series, not that long, so that way I'll be able to show you like my progress. Like I am going to be like basically covering up some stuff, so that way, you know, nothing gets doxed, like because a lot of these items do have my personal address, and then maybe some other addresses that are kind of like, you know, they no longer exist anymore. And then of course I haven't done the actual like shopping haul video for this yet, but I feel like I think it's unnecessary, because I felt like this is going to be like part of this. So I've already shown you like which binder I'm going to be working on, and hopefully in the next episode I'll show you the end result of this. So that's what I'm going to do off camera. So once I do that, I'm gonna go through each section of that white binder, which, oh, you know what, let me just show you again how hefty this bad boy is. And then plus I still have some other stuff that, like, on the side over here, I don't know if you've seen it in like certain thumbnails or even in general whenever I was recording videos from a different camera angle. Like, there's this pile of paper that I really need to go through, and it's like birthday cards, Christmas cards, and some other random stuff that I have collected throughout, like, ever since I moved here, to be honest. And I want to like organize those too, so like that's going to be a challenge in it of itself, so look out for that. So yeah, so let me go show you guys again this hefty binder. So there's a lot of stuff in here, you guys. Like, will I show you everything? Maybe, hopefully I can, but I'm not going to show you guys everything right now in this episode, because like I said, I've been pre-recording some videos. I've been saving them on my phone, so who knows how long this video is going to be. So yeah, so hopefully the next episode I'll show you like the end result of this one. Hopefully it would fit everything in there, especially with some sheet protector that I have. And then yeah, so and one of the binders that I have in here, like, I have it in a Goodwill bag so that way I can just show you guys, like, look how hefty this is. I have a bunch of binders in there that I have been buying from this certain Goodwill in Greenville that just opened up this year. I think it was like around springtime of this year, and I did mention it before in a video, so hopefully if like you've seen this video before, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about. But there's also like a local legend over there that I think she's from like Leonard, Texas or something like that. I'm not sure, but all I know is like her boutique, it's somewhere around that area, and she goes through like all these boutiques, this thrift shops, and I have been obsessive of watching her content too, where she would go to all these random places. She'll go shop either with like, you know, her family or sometimes by herself, and then basically show you her findings. And it kind of like motivated me more to go thrift store shopping. I even commented in one of her latest videos about it, and so I was like, I wanted to see if I can go back there to go get some clothes, and I ended up getting like a pair of shorts. Hopefully that will fit me. I don't know where it's at. I think it's over there somewhere, but somewhere off camera. But yeah, so I have like this Goodwill. I went twice to different stores, and so I ended up getting like binders like this. Like, this one's like a 1-inch ring. This one was like 99 cents, and I don't have the receipts for them no more, but they were the color of the weeks. There was one that was like green, and the other one I believe was red. I am not sure, but I ended up grabbing them. There was $1.99 for this one, and I have like 2 more like that, but it's like in the color orange, and I'm trying to figure out why it was stuck in the bag. But yeah, so I got like 2 of these so that way I can just show you guys what they look like. So there's 2 of them, and I forgot what was the other one I was gonna show you guys. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can balance some things off camera. And then I have these 2 other ones too, and one of them was going to be like my short stories one, because I did finish one of my binders a long time ago, and then I had this like crazy short story idea I wanted to start writing on, but like I needed a binder, and so I thought maybe this would be a good one. And this one was also like $1.99. It's a white one, just like the other one. And then I ended up gravitating towards this black one. Let me just leave you right there. It kept slipping off, but it was this one too. This one was also $1, like 99 cents for this, and it's kind of dusty. I just noticed how dusty it is. I don't know if you guys can tell in there, but yeah, it was kind of dusty. And I was like, you know what? I don't think 2 inches for the binder will be really good. And then when I went to go look at my other collections of short stories with those binders and sheet protectors that I have been doing since I started writing again, it actually was like too small. So I was like, okay, I caved in. I went to Walmart. I went to the Walmart in Greenville also because we were already like out and about during my husband's birthday, and we needed to go get an oil change for the car, so that took forever. And so we ended up going to thrift store shopping. We ended up going to also to that Walmart to go get some groceries and some other stuff. And once we were done like shopping wise, I ended up just saying, you know what, the heck with it, I'm just gonna grab it. So this one, so this is a 3-inch heavy duty binder. I forgot how much my husband paid for this. I think it was like $12, I believe. But yeah, So, and when I'm on, that's why I was like, why was that one binder stuck? I found out why. There's a hole in the bottom, so it must have gotten stuck in there. So yeah, so for sure I'm gonna be throwing this away once I am done using the binders. So this one is gonna go for my short stories, and then the rest of them is just gonna go with basically this project that I want to do. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna move you back once I'm done rearranging these binders, hopefully. But yeah, so that's gonna be like a challenge in and of itself, and hopefully I'll be able to do them because in this binder, well, let me see if I can clear up some of the stuff. Maybe I'll just throw in the ground for the meantime, so that way I'll be able to organize them later on. So let me do that real quick for you guys, and then that's what I'm gonna do with this one too. I'm just gonna put them on the floor, so all that. So in this binder, like I have like the first thing that I have on here is all the Shabby Tree stuff, and like I said, I'm not gonna show everything on there because like it has my personal address on there and all that. And then there's these things which I'm like, okay, let me remove some of these things too as I'm going through this. So this is gonna go in like that cherry printed binder, so just bear with me. And let me go close this up real quick. And then so the next thing I have in this binder, which is so funny, this was like quote unquote me and my husband's crayon contract, but it's actually like in marker, so it's like this. And so we have like little cute things, stuff like that. Like he and I preserved a lot of like letters that we exchanged also when we were in long distance dating, and so I ended up keeping all of that. Some stuff that we ended up doing together. Like I'm gonna be going through all this in future episodes, but I don't want to go through everything that's in here. But we also gotten this also together because some artists over there at Frankensons drew this for us, and they claim, you know, they always claim like they worked for the studio or whatever that did that type of artwork. But I'm like, hey, anything to, you know, for them to get any basically like money and survive on that. So it's not that bad. But yeah, and then some other ones too. Like it's just a lot of them are personal. I'm not going to show you everything now, but majority of this binder was like stuff that he and I kept with each other. It's just nuts. And yeah, that's my family's personal address. I'm not showing you guys that, but I am going to be showing you this. So I drew comics a long time ago, I think. Yeah, and it was like about rabbits, and hopefully I don't have an address in here. Just give me a second because it was a long piece of paper. I think I found this somewhere in the house, but yeah. So it's like stuff like this. So yeah, and it said I love you Blake on there in the middle, and it was like a kind of like a Monopoly sized type of comic that I was going for. And so I kept everything. I told my husband like it's gonna be so cute to have in here, and he enjoyed it very much. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that in a separate category for that one. And there were some other photos, there's some envelopes. It has this old address, like when I first started living with Blake, it was like him and his family at the time, and it has the actual address of the double wide, as we called it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be showing much of that. So there's like love letters in here too, some drawings. I don't know, it's just like it's taking me back down to like memory lane of all the stuff that me and my husband, we actually kept for each other and stuff like that. Like there's a lot more comics and some Pokemon stuff, and then I wrote him like a short story also, and he really liked it, and I don't know, it was just something. And then there's like these random things that I have kept also that was from like the Sanria store. Like there's Hello Kitty, and then some things dropped on the floor. I'm gonna have to go pick that up later. So but like I said, I will be going through everything with you, even like my first Sidemen order, which I'm like, that's crazy. We even kept the wrappings of like when I first came here to Texas and tried out some foods. Like we even kept the wrappings for the Whataburger that we had in Greenville, and then Griff's Burgers also that was in Garland. Like we kept everything, and there's a bunch of random stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna be going through all this maybe hopefully soon. I even kept like drawings of Pokemon that my husband has drawn. And yeah, like I kept everything, and he keeps drawing some stuff at work too. So it's like it's a lot. But yeah, I'll be showing you guys that. It's not like, if you don't think that's pretty good, it's okay. Like, he's not an artist or whatever. But yeah, anyway, I also kept some other random stuff that people have sent me or gave me also, and then some random crap that I kept also. I even found like the signatures that I have gotten from Bunny and Dogman, which, if you guys don't know Bunny, it's a Graveyard Girl on here on YouTube. I met her at BeautyCon 2015 in person. I got not only their autographs, but I have their photographs, and it's like saved on my personal Facebook, and I have it like on an album where it's like BeautyCon 2015, I believe. And so yeah, I post photos with them. I met some very lovely people during that time, and yeah, it's just nuts. I even kept some stuff from my college days, and I don't know, it's just so much random crap that I have. And then there was like baby shower stuff that I have kept too, and then like receipts from like when I was traveling by Amtrak to and from Texas and California, and airplane tickets too. Like, I'm just gonna probably like show off everything. I even kept menus from places that I have wanting to go there, or I have ate before. It's just a lot, and that's just gonna be another video in and of itself, of course. And then of course the Christmas cards, birthday cards. I have so many, you guys. It's just so much in this binder. I wish I could just show you all, but like I said, there's a lot of personal information on there, and I'm gonna make sure what can be shown and what cannot be shown anyway. But hopefully you guys enjoy this very first video. I know I haven't shown much, like what I'm going to be working on and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. And then like I have like these random stuff also, like I said before, where I have some random papers or random stuff that I want to add to my scrapbook and this and that. I'm going to be picking those up later. And then, basically just show off, like hopefully in the next episode, to be like, hey, this is my progress that I made, and hopefully you guys will like be able to enjoy it with me, kind of like going down memory lane with me basically. And then just for you guys to get to know me, and then yeah, just show you like random stuff, like why is the reason why I kept it, this and that. And then like maybe tell you guys some more stories, and maybe I can do like lengthy stories also by playlist stories, because also whenever I think of something, I'm like, there's a certain song that immediately popped in my head, and I'm like, I gotta go talk about that with the memory. So yeah, and hopefully I'll be able to do that too, a lot of playlist story videos. I've been saying that for months now, maybe a whole entire year, and I haven't gotten around to it, just because of that fact that I didn't know what else to talk about in there. Like, I haven't like run out of memories or anything like that to talk about. It was just like, how do I start it first? And then like just a recent conversation that I had with two of my friends made me talk about like we discussed it over like messages and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, hopefully if I don't get into trouble, I'll be able to talk about them on this channel. I will be using like different names or nicknames, of course, so that way they don't get doxxed, or they won't know who they are. That way I can protect their identity, because like I said, I don't want to get in trouble for it. And yeah, so that way I can do that. And then plus probably do some more crafts also, because I also was doing some rearranging, not only just in this small room just for a little bit, but I also cleared off like some space that was on top of my dryer that I've had like I don't know how long up there. And I had like these baskets and stuff like that where it was like full of fabric scraps, and excuse me, whatever I kept for fabric scraps, I ended up turning them into like fabric flowers, or like some people will call it, excuse me, yo-yo flowers, or whatever they're called. But usually in my spare time, I'm always like, you know, making them. And I stopped doing that for a little bit because I remember like my hands were getting tired from making them, and then plus I had so much other stuff going on, and I felt like, okay, well, life has been pretty hectic for basically for all of us, especially for me. And then finally I felt like I could finally sit down and do stuff, and then just not worry about you know, like maybe I missed out on an opportunity to start on this project because like I prioritized something else. So hopefully I'll be able to do this. But yeah, so that's basically much it that I'm going to show you guys. I am going to go now because I have some chicken baking in the oven, and maybe it's already done, because I was trying to time everything correctly where I just flipped over one side of these chicken leg quarters that I have, and they're going to be used for a recipe that hopefully I'll be able to do soon. And if not, then I'll probably like talk about it more, and then maybe I will post up the recipe on here anyway. I remember I just uploaded like the recipe for the green enchiladas, and there's going to be even more for that. I'm going to be probably showing off like 2 other food recipes that my husband has been craving, and of course so have I. So, and these are like straight up recipes from my mom that she uses and that she has been cooking for years. So stay tuned for that. And of course, as usual, you don't have to go exactly by like the recipe that I have been showing you guys, especially when it comes to drinks or salsas. You could always just substitute it for something else and all that. And if you do have like a certain allergy, find a way how to substitute that and stuff like that. It's just the way that I make it and how I grew up basically eating these foods for years, or if not just recently, where they were like an experiment and then I ended up trying it. Maybe I liked it, maybe I did not, and this and that. And I do want to post up those type of videos where it's like a fail, where I do these recipes and maybe I don't like them in the end. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go clean up now. I'm gonna go check on the chicken in the oven, and then plus like my throat's starting to dry off and I have my water cup with me. This is the one thing I hate about Texas, the heat mainly, is that no matter what you do, you drink so much water and it's not enough. It literally isn't. Like, I feel like I'm sweating, I'm hot all the time, I'm always under the AC, and then yet I still am thirsty, and I don't eat. That's the thing, like that's the problem. It's like I don't eat often because I'm not in the mood to eat. I want to drink, I want to constantly drink, and then it gets a problem. It's like a cycle. Then when I do end up wanting some solid foods, I eat it, and then I go back to, you know, just drinking solid or liquids basically. And it's always been like water with liquid IV, or something with tea, or basically just straight up water or coconut water or something like that. So yeah, it's an endless cycle. Hopefully that would stop until I'll be able to like have some sort of kind of like a variety of things, or if not, just like something where I'm like, okay, I need to basically prioritize something like this, so that way I could actually have something in my stomach other than just liquids. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go now. So hopefully you guys have a lovely day and a lovely week, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of this mini series. Hopefully it's a mini series. All right, bye everyone.